What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? Before I get into the video with TAEMIN, and thank you very much for taking part into the questionnaire that I put out, or the poll that I put out today on YouTube. Over 100 of people actually suggested what I should review. Some people said Shiny, some people said TAEMIN, some people said Shiny or TAEMIN. So for today's video, I wanted to look at this video for a long time already, and that is TAEMIN and Thirsty. But before I get into the video, I just want to say thank you very much to Otaku-tastic, who is going to be my very first Patreon. Thank you very much for becoming that very first Patreon. Big shout out to you. It makes me really happy because I've never thought someone would actually basically subscribe to my Patreon. It's like, holy crap. So thank you very much. Big shout out to you again, and thank you very much. And if you guys also want to support the channel and also musical charities, then please check out the link below. I'm going to put it down in the comment section, or it's also in the info section below. Either or, choose your poison, choose what you want to click. But for now, I would say, before we get into the video, like always, if you got any recommendations of videos I should check out, then please put them in the comments below. I would love to see your recommendations. But for today, I want to have a look into TAEMIN and Thirsty because it's a performance video, and I'm curious what the difference is between a music video and a performance video. I have a feeling I already know what it's about, performance video, it's all about the performance, but I'm just curious what the dig. So I would just say, let's jump into TAEMIN once again with Thirsty. Before I get into the video, and again, I did not watch this video yet, I just want to say the first thing I noticed, it seems like what is it, Super M? I think it's Super M that also used this type of material before. And why not? It's all about recycling and using the props you had already before. It's a real SM Town look, in all honesty. Let's see what it has to offer. Yeah, it's all about the performance, I bet, no? Everything is going to be wide angled, most likely. Two things that stand out to me, and maybe we can go forward a little bit. This is a better shot. If you look at the video itself, I'm not sure if this red, or the red that TAEMIN is wearing, is the correct color here. I don't know what he should wear, maybe pure black, but red on top of red, I always think it's a little bit of a... Yeah, it works, but not really. I have a feeling another color could have maybe complemented the color scheme here a little bit more. Maybe, like I said, maybe just black itself. The second thing I want to point out is I like what they actually did on the top here. The roofing here has plexiglass, at least I hope it's plexiglass, with a milk glass tone. And I think that's great because it basically makes the light that is pointing from the top, A, it makes the light diffuse very beautifully, and B, it also makes it less harsh. Really well designed, actually. Whoever came up with this really understood how lighting actually works. So hats off to that. Small details like that are very important to pick up when you're building up your locations. I'm trying to look in the background, by the way, to see if I see any type of production equipment, people standing there, cameras. I just can't see it. Oh, what was that? Let's see if we can see anything. Come on, we're just gonna pause a little bit here and there. I have a feeling there was something there. Let's have a look. I literally see no people in the background, so I'm curious how they did that. Well, that's impressive though. If you see nothing in the background, you nailed it. I always think that if you see gear in the background, it's not that nice in any way of reflection, but everything here is reflection, and I see a zero. Hats off to you guys, man. Whoever did the directing here and did all the, not the performance video completely, but whoever got all the assets out of the way somehow, that's good. That's a real difficult task, especially with everything being reflective, as I already mentioned. That's cool. It's a real SM Town look for some reason. I have a feeling I saw these locations multiple times already. And of course they are, because I think, every production company has their to-go places, for a quick production, or in case they need anything to be produced and they just, need to pull strings. Why not? I think it looks good. At the same time, I'll be honest though, and this is a performance video, so it's all based on the performance as mentioned. But if I have to talk about TAEMIN and Advice, this is real day and night difference. Advice is such a high production video When you look at this, you're really just like, it's good, but it's missing all those beauty shots. It's missing that emotion, and because it's all based on the performance that TAEMIN is delivering here. It's cool though. I'm not going to complain. And the way they shot it so far, everything is fine. Very focused, multiple angles, keeping it interesting. Camera keeps on moving, doesn't stand still once. Different angles, panning up and down, really, really good. Also, I just want to point something out before I continue, and there's something else that I want to point out about this scene that is very important. Some people comment on my video that, hey, you pause the videos too much. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not really reacting to videos, so apologies to that. I'm actually analyzing these videos because we want to learn from them. We want to see how these videos are made. And I think that's a very important factor because some people miss key points in videos where I basically saw people commented on my videos like, oh, thank you for showing how this and this works and showing more details into videos. I think videos have so many layers that people want to explore. And why not? Why not explore videos a little bit more than just watching it and go, yeah, it's great, it's great, it's great, without really understanding the context of what's happening behind it. I think that's always important. The second thing I want to talk about on this particular scene is actually how important lighting is to any production. If we look at this scene, all we see is two lights. We have the red light in the background and we have this spotlight or this lamp acting as a spotlight. I just want to say, if you work on any type of video, make sure that you have good lighting. If there is no sound involved, you don't need an expensive mic. A mic is very expensive. You know, to get something really good, they just cost a lot of money. But if you're not doing vocals, then a mic is not important. So focus on the lighting because the lighting is as important as a good microphone to singing. So it just makes the mood, it adds the drama, it adds the effects, it adds the flair to the entire shot. Almost honest, that was actually cool. One sec. A typical TAEMIN move, you know, making the other people part of his choreography, you know, as if they're an extension to his body. Fantastic. It's still amazing to see how far TAEMIN has gotten, you know, with his videos and with his career in the music industry. You know, whether he's successful or not, we should not even look at that. We should look at him as an individual, and he's just fantastic when it comes to that. I mean, if we look at this scene, it's really... It looks very sloppy, but it just adds this unique effect to this entire video. You know, it's as if we're going back to the 80s, back to the 90s, when these kind of lens, what do you call them? Not lens flares, you call them fish eyes, were very in. It's a unique feeling. Very nice editing though. Very simple. Capturing the performance as it should. I want to check something out though. One sec, guys. I want to watch something again. And sorry for going back again, but I keep looking at these lights just on the top. I think they're so interesting to look at. Oh, we see it again, guys. The face softening has returned. And, you know, I think it's okay, but you can just see how bad it looks. You know, everything is softened in post, and it just destroys a little bit of the video for me. I never think this was a good idea in any video. I really wonder how TAEMIN is going to be in the army though once he's there. What do you guys think? Put in the comments below. I think he's going to have a little bit of a rough time, but at the same time I think he's going to do his best. Because he seems like a fighter. He wants to fight for what he has. And when he comes back from the army, I think we're going to have like a TAEMIN 2.0. Someone who has seen both ups and downs basically. And he's going to come back as a different man. I think that is going to happen. Okay, that was a good effect, not going to lie. Or effect, I mean it's just the camera spinning. But it looks cool. Really good job there. Would have been more amazing if they had this, for example, he was a little bit more centered, aka just standing here. As you can see, I just don't have too much to say about the video because it's a lot of rinse and repeat when it comes to camera angles, and the locations are always the same. And it's a very safe video. It looks good. Of course, again, if you compare it to Advice, it's a completely different video, you know, it's a completely different caliber. Advice is really one of his best videos, I think, that he made so far. And I think it's still one of the best music videos ever made in K-pop. What does it say? One sec. Who? What? What's this? Stay to SM Digital Music Channel. So they have another channel, most likely. Most likely, of course they do. So yeah, that was TAEMIN and Thirsty. And as you guys can see, I didn't have too much to say about it. It's a very clean video, and it's TAEMIN. It's nice to see him doing his dance. For some reason, I do get this little bit of a Michael Jackson feel still. The way it moves, the color scheme, it's still that, I don't know if I'm going to say the 80s vibe I'm getting, but it's a very unique vibe. I'm getting this, you know, Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna, you know, that type of video vibe. And I still think it's fantastic to look at it, you know, because it shows that sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes you have to be part of the wheel and move forward with it, aka get into the car and just drive it. And I think TAEMIN is really driving his own unique way of looking at things, you know, and that's how it should be. You know, today I had a meeting with someone who was working in marketing for the last 26 years, and they said the same thing. You know, you need to keep improving your skill set. It happens that, you know, sometimes you have to give up something to move on. And I think that is also true. You know, I'm not the only one who thinks of it. I thought I was crazy for thinking it. But you can see with people like TAEMIN, with the person who I talked to today, a lot of people sometimes have to let go of things to get even further in life, to achieve what they want to achieve, which is in their world perfection. And I totally agree. You know, you sometimes have to get out of your comfort zone to achieve more. But what do you guys actually think of the performance video? Again, I think it's a very clean video. I think it's a great video. And hey, it's always nice to see TAEMIN on screen. I think he's just an artist. He's a born performer. And I like it. That's all I can say to it. And I think it's a very safe video. But tell me what you think in the comments below. But before I say my goodbyes, like always, put your recommendations in what videos you want me to review in the near future. And of course, like I already said, come check out my Patreon. There are some benefits which you can profit from. And of course, be sure to be on the next video. So I'll catch you then, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.